Sat me in an office with a gold frame wall, played back my demo with the edges sanded off. Boy, we hear a single if we sweeten that draw, lose the grit at a bridge, make the corner soft. They spoke in chart positions like a sermon made of math. Showed me velvet jackets, shook my calloused hand. But I learned truth from bar stools and a busted teller's rap, not from men who pick a course by a brand. They said strings in the chorus, honey on the mic, trade your boots for patent leather, polish up the fight. I said keep your satin violins and your spotlight strike. I've got a barroom full of sinners singing every night. I come from old smudge Sundays, cardboard signs and luck, where every pawn shop sells another second chance. You can keep the plastic thunder, I'll take honest, loud and rough, where a song is more than glitter on a dance. Tape his tube hum back line buzz, that's my church bell sound. If it ain't got dirt beneath it, it can't leave the ground. I'm walking out of Rhinestone town, where they trim your soul to fit a crown. Keep your sugar strings and shimmered lies. I'd rather bleed than compromise. If truth means fewer folks around, I'm still walking out of Rhinestone town. I loaded up a van with her half-dead aunt, a map with coffee scars and highway stains, a drummer with a temper, a bass that won't stay damp, a book of unpaid tickets in my daddy's veins. We'll play the Elks on Tuesday, VFW on Thursday, handshake door deals, broken neon names. I'll trade those velvet couches and their lacquered polished words for the roar when honest sinners sing my name. Last night at Tootsie's back door, rain came through the roof. We passed the hat till midnight, paid the bar. I watched a waitress cry into a verse that felt like proof that a song can hold a person like a scar. So sell me no confetti for a heart that won't be owned. I'll keep the miles and make a throat grow rough. The suits can frame a chorus, but the poor can't frame a home. And a broken voice is sometimes strong enough. If you need the truth to whisper, you ain't ready for the shout. I tune this six-string honest, hear it cuss the pretty out. I'm walking out of Rhinestone town, where they smooth your edges, shave you down, keep your velvet yes and powder no. I'll earn my living show to show. reflected crown. Give me smoke-stained bars and feedback howl. A kick drum mean a crowd that growls. If I go broke but keep my sound, goodbye to your rhinestone town. There's a freedom in the taillights when the skyline turns to black. If the song is really living, it will always pay you back.
I keep a pack of matches from a diner off 19. Ashtray like a graveyard of the nights I've never cleaned. Whiskey makes a promise that the morning won't defend. Highway air forgives me like a long unjudging friend. The radio is stubborn, plays the same three polished lines, so I hum the rusted chorus that the night keeps in its eyes. The tires write a letter that a city can't decode, signed by smoke and freedom on a two-lane patient road. There's a jacket in the backseat, smells like diesel, rain and sin. A map that folds like scripture, all the exits I've been in. I've loved some honest women, lost some decent second tries, left a few with postcards and a guilty batch of whys. The line between escaping and arriving's thin as thread. The bartender said wisdom, but I ordered hope instead. I'm rich in empty glasses, poor in places I can stay, but I've got sunsets nobody can take away. You can wear a chain of choices, you can wear a suit of dust. Either way, the miles will judge you by the engines that you trust. Give me whiskey, smoke, and highway air, a cracked windshield and a glare. If freedom's just a bill you owe, I'll make payments as I go. No polished crown or cushioned chair, just whiskey, smoke, and highway air. State lines are like promises, they'll wear their signs in chalk. Cops wave nights like riddles, but I'm fluent in the talk. The sky puts on a show that any rich man couldn't buy, a moon that looks like mercy and a preacher in the sky. I play a Motel Martin with a back that's scarred and thin. It rings like every story that I wish I'd told again. A payphone on a corner knows the numbers I won't dial. Some goodbyes don't need voices, just a mile. I find a truck stop jukebox, feed of quarters, feeded truth. Hear a voice that sounds like gravel, polishing its youth. The waitress calls me darling, slides a coffee, shakes her head, says honey keep on moving if the moving keeps you fed. I tip a buck and wishes, leave a napkin with a line, a chorus about the weather and the saints who drink like mine. The door swings like a rhythm, section tight and mean and fair. I breathe in gasoline and county prayer. If the cost of breathing's leaving, then I'll pay in dusty loans. Freedom tastes like smoke and truth rolled on my tongue. Give me whiskey, smoke, and highway air. A scar that proves I didn't care. What any bishop, suit, or judge calls a sin, I won't begrudge. If there's a heaven anywhere, it's whiskey, smoke, and highway air. I'll settle when the settling don't feel like digging holes. Till then I'll let the open road keep charging up my soul. Give me whiskey, smoke, and highway air. A cheap motel and a dare. If freedom's just a song to play, I'll strum it till my last good day. Let church bells ring, I'll say my prayer. To whiskey, smoke, and highway air. Morning breaks like gravel, and the sun forgives us both. Me for all my leaving and the road for all its oaths. She said, choose me or that guitar, like a judge in Sunday lace. I said, honey, I was guilty long before I saw your face. A deputy took notes and ink that bled like winter wine. Wrote habitual offender on the line that said decline. There's a curfew in our county for the men who won't sit still, for the ones who love a stage more than a mortgage on a hill. I kept a pig inside my boot like contraband to youth. Played her lullabies at midnight. She called everyone uncouth. We tried domestic dinner, tried a show before the news, but music don't eat quietly, it slams the door and chews. I'd chase a rhyme at 3 a.m., come back with smoky eyes. She'd hold a glass of silence like a sentence didn't nice. The sheriff hates my bumper stickers, hates my unpaid fines, hates a man who smiles at locks and crosses dotted lines. He said, son, this ain't no circus. I said, tell that to my hands. They juggle chords and alimony better than your plans. I never learned the statute for a chorus late and loud. I only learned that truth gets quiet standing in a crowd. I got a 6-string alibi every
left the needle still in blue. Said maybe you'll go sober when there's nothing left to lose. I sang into a bottle till the bottle learned my name. Crashed on floors of friends whose friendship sounded just the same. The law came knocking soft as death, hard as winter's fist. I answered with a riff that made the captain shake his wrist. They let me keep the Martin like a pastor keeps his book. Said, boy, even sinners need a church and how they look. I played a county fair behind a fence of chain and rules. The crowd was all my kind of law, the broke, the saints, the fools. Her shadow on the grandstand looked like summer wanting in, but love won't cross a border if the guards are all my sins. I mailed her back the house key with a lyric on the ring. Some folks need a husband, I was born to need a string. The band rolled into midnight like a freight that never asks. We wore our freedom openly like flask. If mercy's got an ear for men who sing their crimes at night, then maybe she'll forgive me when I tune this wrong to right. I got a six-string alibi when hearts ask how and judges why. If love means leash and quiet floors, I'm barking at the barroom doors. Let lawyers talk and preachers sigh. I plead the sixth, my alibi. One day I'll buy the flowers that I owed to every tear. Until then I'll keep strumming what I should have said last year. I got a six-string alibi, the song that keeps me free and shy. If I have to lose to live, let the chorus take what I can't give. Write the verdict in the sky. I plead the sixth, my alibi. When silence asks for custody, I'll hand her half the night and keep the other half to sing it right. Sheriff shakes a finger like a metronome sin. Preacher pounds a pulpit till the nails give in. Both of them got stories of the place I ought to be. Both of them got cages they can't wait to fit to me. I was born beneath a storm that didn't ask permission first. Mama wiped my mouth and said, son, tell the truth or burst. I tasted law like pennies, tasted sermons like a dare. Found out both get sweeter when you breathe a little air. my Sunday music, don't like Monday's gin. Don't like how I tip the poor, then smile and do it again. Cut your hair, cut your voice, cut the friends that make you loud. Trade your boots for quiet shoes, learn to disappear in crowds. But I ain't fit for whispering when thunder sounds this good. I ain't built for kneeling where no backbone ever stood. If heaven wants me early, let it come and take its claim. Till then I'll play these dive bars under my own name. You can wash a man in scripture till the ink runs off his skin. Won't change the fact that mercy starts wherever truth begins. I ain't kneeling to your badge, I ain't bowing to your stage. I sign my name in callous lines and meet my God outside your cage. The standing gets me bruised again, then bruise me till I sing. I ain't kneeling, I was born with outlaw wings. Sheriff says you're stubborn, preacher says you're proud. I say I learned from silence how to talk a little loud. I've watched your Sunday dresses hide a Monday full of knives. Watched your Wednesday meetings split a family into fives. If rules were built for safety, why you sell them door to door? If love is in your verses, why you counting at the door? I've sinned in ways that hymnals can't afford to understand, but I've held strangers weeping with a working dirty hand. I've seen the sheriff's nephew wreck a life and buy it back. Watched a deacon mortgage hope and call it keeping track. If justice wears a price tag, if grace is for the few, then let me be the heretic who sings for all of you. I'll pass the plate with gasoline, light fear like cigarettes. Toast the ones who told the truth and paid with no regrets. Write my flaws in chalk and rain, I'll write your halos down. Meet me where the honest gather, any nowhere town. If freedom loves a sinner, better mark me with a ring. I'll wear the thou in rusty cards in every song I sing. I ain't kneeling not to fear, not to gold or chandelier. If truth is all I get to bring, I'll bring it rough and let it sting. Kneel if you need blessings badge, I'll find mine where freight trains sing. The sky signs every pardon with a lightning-edged decree. It says get up, keep moving, boy, I built you wild and free.
The scripture and a Sharpie on a stall beside the sink. A psalm will call me sometime, blurred by whiskey, smoke, and ink. A promise carved in pocket knives above a toilet tank. Forever crossed with never, and a date no one can thank. Some poet with a hangover wrote love in crooked lines. Jenny, if you see this, I'm a better man this time. Another hand wrote liar with a lipstick shade of war. The mirror holds their history and won't lock the bathroom door. A bartender told rumors while the neon coughed and hissed. Said vows were traded nightly for a cheaper kind of kiss. I saw a ring in ashtray grave, abandoned like a sin. Beside a napkin sermon, God forgive the shape I'm in. The band was tuning broken hearts to standard dive bar key. The drummer counted four like debts we never get to free. The bass walked through confession and the telly told the truth, that promises are paper in a hurricane of proof. But here's the thing the marble floors and velvet pews don't see. A bathroom wall remembers what a pulpit lets go free. Bathroom wall gospel in a bar that never heals. Testaments and phone numbers and saints and cheap high heels. If truth won't fit a sermon, let the stall door take the fall. There's holy ink and hangovers in bathroom wall gospel. I read I'll quit tomorrow in a scrawl that shook like rain. I swear I'll call my daughter, I'll be sober by the game. Lonely ain't a prayer, someone etched in jagged slate. I love you till the last call scratched beneath the closing date. The janitor played deacon with a mop and haunted eyes. He said these walls hear everything, they can't afford the lies. He pointed to a carving deep as midnight freight train tracks. Darla, if you ever come, I ain't the man I was, come back. I washed my hands in water, cold as truth you didn't want. Looked up and met a stranger's gaze that knew the things I've flown. The mirror said you're guilty, the faucet said not yet. The hand dryer blew alibis, I swear I can't forget. I pulled a pen from denim, wrote a promise small and plain. I'll make it right or choke on it, I won't blame luck or rain. Then played a set like penance till the tip jar felt like grace. The bathroom wall kept listening with a tired, faithful face. Mercy needs a mailing address after midnight's fall. Send it, CO, the stall between the sink and Judgment's wall. Bathroom wall gospel in a bar that never heals. Testaments and phone numbers and saints in cheap high heels. If truth won't fit a sermon, let the stall door take the fall. There's holy ink and hangovers in bathroom wall gospel. One day they'll paint it over, fresh and bright and clean. But ghosts will press their letters through the shining new routine. You can whitewash every sentence, you can scrub and you can scold, but people ride in places where they're finally brave and told. Bathroom wall gospel, say men in black and blue, where sinners leave their homilies and sometimes something true. If church is closed and hearts are small, the writing saves us all. God bless the ink that testifies on bathroom wall. I tipped the band and bartender, walked out into the rain, a pocket full of promises and one I'd try to keep again.
Boot heel worn, thumb out high, highway stretching like a lie. No suitcase, no grand plan, just a song and flask in hand. Cars roll by with sideways stares, some see trouble, some see prayers. But I'm alive on broken tar, living wild beneath the stars. My flask is church, my hymn's a tune. I drink the sun, I drink the moon. I strum a line on battered wood, the kind that hurts, the kind that's good. A cop once stopped, asked my name. I said, freedom, don't sign shame. He laughed, then drove into the dust. I kept my road, I kept my trust. The law says move, the town says stay, but my thumb preaches different way. Thumbing my way to freedom's mine. Whiskey grin and outlaw smile. No map, no boss, no chain, no crown, just a road that keeps me sound. If the devil rides, let him ride too. He can't catch me. I'm passing through. A waitress once gave me pie and tea, said her brother lived like me, died with boots on, far from home. Guess he found where souls can roam. I tipped my hat, I took her hand, said, ma'am, your brother understands. Life ain't meant for sitting still. It's a highway hymn, it's a test of will. slept in barns, I've slept in rain, woke with strangers, knowing pain. Shared my whiskey, shared my song, sometimes right, sometimes wrong. But every step and every mile carves a truth that makes me smile. Freedom's not a thing to own, it's the feeling that you're not alone. And if no car should stop for me, I'll walk the world till I'm set free. Thumbing my way to freedom's mile. Whiskey grin and outlaw smile. No map, no boss, no chain, no crown, just the road that keeps me sound. If the devil rides, let him ride too. He can't catch me. I'm passing through. When the last ride comes, I'll raise my glass. Say I lived each mile like it was my last.
I once held a paycheck fat and fine, suits and shoes, the city line. But I traded gold for ragged boots, traded chains for outlaw roots. The bank said, son, you're throwing away the chance to climb, the chance to stay. I said, what's wealth if I can't breathe? I'll take the road, I'll take my leave. I've eaten beans out of a can, slept in boxcars, lived off land. Sang for dimes in honky-tonks, heard the laughter, heard the mocks. But I wake up free, I wake up wild, every mile's my own damn child. I count my riches by the stars, not the ledger or the cars. A dollar dies, a chain will rust, a freedom's paid in wanderlust. Poor man's riches, outlaw dime. I laughed and said, not for your kind. I'll buy a beer for a hungry friend, but I won't buy laws that never mend. The preacher said, boy, you'll regret. I said, not one sunrise yet. The outlaw's road is rough and long, but it keeps my soul in every song. I've seen rich men hang their heads, die with gold but filled with dread. I'll die broke, but I'll die free, singing songs for folks like me. And when they write my name in dirt, let it say he laughed through hurt. 'Cause money fades, but truth lives on, and freedom writes the outlaw song. Poor man's riches, outlaws pay. Every sunrise lights my way. No gold, no crown, no banker's greed, just the open sky and the breath I need. If the world says I'm broke, let it preach and scold. I'm a poor man rich in a heart of gold. Ain't no vault that can cage the wind. Poor man's riches, free till the end. Bullets in her smile. I had trouble in my pocket, whiskey all the while. We lit town like gasoline, left it in the rain. Now the sheriff's riding hard to chain our name. Neon kissed a shadow as we tore into the night. She said, baby, love's worth bleeding if we fight it right. Every mile another poster, every state another crime. But outlaw love's a fever born to shine. We ain't saints, we ain't clean, but freedom's louder than the screams. Wanted lovers on the run, two outlaws hiding from the sun. Every kiss a bullet fired, every touch a match conspired. If the law comes, let it try. We'll ride together, live or die. We robbed a bank with laughter, bought a jukebox tune, danced in bars with bounty hunters, staring at the moon. She whispered, baby, if they catch us, make it fast. I said, darling, outlaw love was built to last. The law can chase with badges, preachers curse our names, but we write our vows in whiskey, sign them in the flames. And when the world forgets us, legends still will sing of two who chose the outlaw road and war
neon hums, the ashtrays fill. The jukebox waits, the room goes still. I strum a chord, it cuts the haze. A road hymn of outlaw days. The waitress drops a nickel tin. Sing it loud, son, sing it thin. So I played my truth with busted strings. A room of sinners hearing wings. The drunks don't care for perfect lines. They want the scars, they want the sign. A cowboy cried into his beard, said, "That's my story, brother, clear." The law looked in, then turned away. No crime in music that can't pay. Just nickels in a smoky jar, but freedom paid me who I are. A polished song made by the fame, but broken chords can change a name. Nickels in the smoke, songs in the haze, living by the night, not the day's bright praise. I ain't rich, I ain't clean, but I'm the truest song you've seen. If the suits can't stand the notes I chose, I'll keep singing for nickels in the smoke. A girl in boots left tears on floor. Said her daddy sang like this before. I tipped my hat and played again. For every ghost, for every sin. A drunk yelled "Freebird" just for spite. I laughed and gave him all my fight. Not polished, not a velvet crown, but every soul sang when I sat down. The night will end, the jar's still thin, but hearts were fed and that's a win. For outlaw songs don't sell to kings, they live in bars where sinners sing. So count the nickels, pour the gin. Outlaw truth is rich within. Nickels in the smoke,
They said, son, wear rhinestones, sing it sweet. Trade your boots for city feet. We'll dress you up, we'll buy your name, but you'll sing soft or play our game. I laughed so hard I nearly cried. Said your shiny suit's just jail disguised. I'll keep my grit, I'll keep my scars. I don't sing for suits or cars. They waved contracts like holy writ. Said, boy, you're dumb, this deal is it. But ink don't buy what truth has sold. You can't dress free in chains of gold. I'd rather starve in barroom light than feast on lies in neon bright. So shove your deals where lies belong. I'll sing my outlaw ragged song. Dirt, but dirt won't shine. I was born to walk a crooked line. No rhinestones allowed in my song. No strings that shine but ring all wrong. If outlaw blood is all I've got, I'll keep it pure, I'll keep it hot. You can buy the suits, you can buy the crowd, but in my bar tips his hat in bars, not in boardrooms counting stars. The truth don't need a velvet stage. It fights and bleeds on every page. So take your crown, your choreographed crowd. I'll play where rough souls shout it loud. I'll find the bars where smoke is thick, where broken hearts still heal with licks. I'll take my band, I'll take the miles. I'll sing for outlaws, tears and smiles. And when they write what I've allowed, they'll say he never wore it proud. He sang it raw, he sang it true. No rhinestones ever dulled his view. No rhinestones allowed in my song. No strings that shine but ring all wrong. If outlaw blood is all I've got, I'll keep it pure, I'll keep it hot. You can buy the suits, you can buy the crowd, but in my bar, no rhinestones allowed. So tell the execs I ain't their toy. I'm an outlaw singer, a free man's joy. Steel bars don't bend for prayers. The warden's watch has no affairs. I sing for Joe who took the fall. Now his life's a number on the wall. He stole a car to chase a dream. Just
jury called him mean, but I saw a boy with music hands, not a monster bound in chains. We played guitars in alleyways, hope for gigs and better days. One wrong night, one bad friend sent Joe's freedom to an end. I strum outside that county gate where echoes of his voice still wait. The guards might laugh, the suits don't care, but outlaw hearts still linger there. Justice wears a crooked face, but music don't forget its place. Steel bars and sad songs, that's where Joe belongs. If the law won't hear him out, then I'll sing his truth real loud till freedom's key unlocks his fate. I'll sing for Joe outside that gate. He writes me letters on yellow pads, talks of nights both good and bad, says the preacher's voice is cold and flat, but music's still alive in that. He hums in cells, he taps on steel, dreams of crowds that clap and feel. I promise him in every show the world still hears his song they owe. The day they laid his body down, I sang his tune in Outlaw Town. No warden, no law, no suit could stop the melody that never dropped. So raise your glass to friends who fall, whose voices live beyond the wall. Steel bars can cage a man in pain, but outlaw songs will break the chain. Steel bars and sad songs, that's where Joe belongs. If the law won't hear him out, then I'll sing his truth real loud till freedom's key unlocks his fate. I'll sing for Joe outside that gate. Joe's gone, but his voice lives on. Steel bars echo outlaw song. My beard is gray, my boots are torn, but my outlaw fire still keeps me warm. They said, sit down, it's time to fade. Put down your songs, you've got it made. But I ain't one for polished thrones. I've carved my truths in broken bones. Oh, guitar with a scar on wood still sings like an outlaw
was it worth the fight? All those nights in smoking light, I grin and say I kept my soul, didn't trade it for glitter or gold. The suit still offer deals with lies, but I ain't hungry for their pies. I'd rather die on a barroom stage than live as a puppet in their cage. Age don't dim an honest flame, it just burns with a rougher name. Old rebel flame burning high, not for money, not for lies. Every wrinkle, every scar is proof I've stayed just who we are. If time says stop, I'll still proclaim I'm forever an old rebel flame. My woman left, my friends moved on, but the highway keeps me strong. I see the kids with shiny dreams, I tell them don't bow to kings. They laugh, they say I'm just the past, but truth like mine was built to last. When their stars all fade away, they'll find my song still here to stay. And when I die, don't mourn too much. Play my records for a touch. Remember me not as a saint, but a sinner who refused restraint. And let my tombstone proudly claim he lived his fire, not as tame. Old rebel flame burning high, not for money, not for lies. Every wrinkle, every scar is proof I've stayed just who we are. If time says stop, I'll still proclaim I'm forever an old rebel flame. Ashes fade, but fire remains. I'll ride forever in outlaw flames. I spoke the truth in a world of mass. Got me fired, got me asked. Boy, why not lie? Why not play? Why not cheat your honest way?
But I was raised where lies don't feed, but truth's the only crop you need. So I paid the cost in broken ties, still I stand with open eyes. The sheriff said, son, keep it low, don't tell folks what they shouldn't know. The preacher said, truth makes us weak, lie a little, keep the meat. But I ain't built for soft to seed. My boots walk strong, my voice repeats. If it costs me peace and place, I'll still spit truth in every face. Lies are gold that rot with time, but truth's a stone that don't decline. The price of honesty is steep. You lose your job, you lose your sleep. I'd rather pay with blood and tears than sell my soul for easy years. If the world don't want what's free, I'll still pay the price of honesty. Slept on floors, I've missed my meals, but my conscience still heals. I've lost some friends who love to cheat, but truth don't bow at greedy feet. When I sing, the crowd may shrink, but those who stay know how I think. And if they walk, I won't be sore. I'll sing my truth forevermore. When I'm gone, carving stone, he spoke the truth. He stood alone. Don't dress me up, don't hide my flaws. Truth was my only outlaw cause. If it cost me fame and wealth, it bought me peace, it bought me safe. The price of honesty is steep. You lose your job, you lose your sleep. I'd rather pay with blood and tears than sell my soul for easy years. If the world don't want what's free, I'll still pay the price of honesty. Truth ain't cheap, but it's worth the fight. Outlaw hearts sleep free at night.
Floor is stained with blood, whiskey rivers outlaw flood. Some fool said my song was lies, I gave him truth between the eyes. Guitar strings snapped but fist still played, the kind of music brawlers made. Every knuckle, every bruise was justice outlaw men still choose. Sheriff came, said break it up, but his badge ain't worth a cup. The barkeep smiled, said let him be. This is outlaw harmony. Broken bottles sang like bells, the jukebox roared its rebel hells. In
in that smoke, we found our law, the outlaw code, the outlaw draw. No court can judge a broken song. Barroom justice rights the wrong. Barroom justice, outlaw choir, broken strings and fists of fire. Truth gets sung with busted lips, law gets lost in whiskey sips. If the judge won't hear our pleas, the barroom writes its own decrees. Next morning my hand was black and blue, but my soul felt honest true. The man I fought bought me a beer, said, brother, your song's sincere. We laughed, we bled, we sang again. Two broken outlaws, newfound friends. No courthouse needed, no priest to pray. Barroom justice saved the day. So when the law comes knocking loud, I'll tell them, judge, don't join this crowd. Your rules don't fit where we belong. We fix our truth with fight and song. The outlaw creed's a crooked smile, but it keeps the soul worthwhile. In every barroom scar we trust, justice lives in outlaw dust. Barroom justice, outlaw choir, broken strings and fists of fire. Truth gets sung with busted lips, law gets lost in whiskey sips. If the judge won't hear our pleas, the barroom writes its own decree. Barroom gospels never fade, justice sung in scars we made. They called me Misfit, outlaw son. Never been, never run. Too wild for towns, too rough for law, too sharp for love, too raw. I saddled up one final time, the horizon burned, the bells did chime. This last ride ain't for fame or gold, it's for the stories left untold. I never fit the Sunday pew, my prayers were dust, my faith was blue. Sheriffs cursed me, preachers tried, but the outlaw in me never died. I rode with bands, I fought with knives, lost some friends, lost some wives, but through it all I stayed my way, an outlaw soul till dying day. If heaven asks what I have been, I'll say a misfit, born to sin. Last ride, misfit, dust and flame, outlaw blood, outlaw name. No crown, no throne, no saintly grin, just the truth of not fit in. And when my bones fall to the plain, the misfit song will still remain. See the town fade back in smoke, hear the sheriff's bitter joke. Good riddance, son, you never stayed, never worked, never paid. But I gave the world my rebel song, the kind that lasts when suits are gone. And though my name won't grace their books, it's carved in scars and outlaw looks. So let the wind be my last hymn, let whiskey fill my final sin. I ride beyond the law's domain into a sky that feels no chain. And when they tell the tale in bars, they'll raise their cups, they'll point
Let's ride his legacy. Let's ride Misfit, dust and flame. Outlaw blood, outlaw name. No crown, no throne, no saintly grin. Just the truth of not fit in. And when my bones fall to the plain, the Misfit song will still remain. The Misfit's horse don't stop or tire. He rides forever in outlaw fire.
The judge wore black, the jury frowned. The preacher sighed, son, lay it down. But I stood tall with busted boots. My truth was rough, my roots were loose. They said, confess and we'll forgive. I said, I won't crawl just to live. No lawman robe a holy plea will ever put a chain on me.
Sheriff, wave my wanted sheet. Outlaw boy, you'll taste defeat, but ink on paper can't erase the grit I carry in my face. The preacher begged, save your soul, but freedom's all gavel fell, but I stayed free. No one owns judge, jury, and me. Jury.
Turns low, the static hums. At midnight, outlaw music comes. They ban it on the daytime waves. Too raw, too real, too free, too brave. When the clock strikes 12 at night, the rebels sing with all their might. A secret choir through the air, songs for outlaws everywhere. A preacher sleeps, a sheriff snores, but outlaw voices shake the doors. The DJ says this one's for you. The Misfits lost, the broken too. Steel guitars cry loud and mean. At monitors cut through the screen. The radio whispers, stay alive. Your outlaw soul will still survive. Truth still climbs the midnight wire. Midnight Outlaw Radio. Songs too wild for suits to show. Every sinner, every scar finds their hymn in rebel bars. If the law says no, we'll say go. Turn it up, Outlaw Radio. A trucker rolls on interstate, hears the outlaw, feels it great. A runaway drinks, tears in town. The outlaw song won't let her drown. A convict hums inside the cell. At midnight hymn breaks every hell. The world may chain, the world may bind, but Outlaw Radio frees the mind. Come dawn, they'll silence what they can, but you can't chain a rebel band. Tonight we ride through static waves. Our outlaw songs the world still craves. So if you're lost, just tune it in. The midnight air's your outlaw kin, and long as towers hum and glow, we'll raise our flag through radio. Midnight Outlaw Radio. Songs too wild for suits to show. Every sinner, every scar finds a hymn in rebel bars. If the law says no, we'll say go. Turn it up, Outlaw Radio. When silence rules the day's command, at midnight outlaws take the stand. Outlaw Radio. Midnight Outlaw Radio.
vans with busted amps, whiskey jars and diesel lamps. No contracts, no big stage lights, just outlaw songs and dive bar nights. We're road dogs running town to town, suitcase dreams and lawman frowns. No map, no law, no fence too tight. We make our rules beneath the The drummer swears the bass runs hot, the singer bleeds on every shot. We don't need stars, we don't need fame. Our outlaw fire is a true war flame. They call us outcasts, ragged band, but free man. Never need a brand. Our pays and cheers, our beds in cars. We write our names in outlaw bars. You can't own men who play this way. Outlaw rules are ours to say. Road dogs and outcasts, wild and free, living truth in harmony. No labels, chain, no preacher scorn. Just outlaw songs where we were born. If the world don't like our sound, we'll still burn each ragged town. A sheriff came to shut us down. We played so loud we shook his crown. A preacher said we'll all find hell. We sang so raw the rafters fell. No rules, no chains, no laws to keep. We howl our truths, we drink, we weep. And in each bar the crowd agrees. Outlaws write their own decrees. One day the road will end for sure, but outlaw blood won't take a cure. And when they ask what we have been, say road dogs raised by outlaw sin. For freedom's not a polished prize, it's Whiskey dreams and motel halls, rusty chains on outlaw walls. Freedom's close, regrets the same, both tattooed inside my name. I chase the road, I chase the fire, but some dreams burn, some dreams expire. The bottle smiles and makes me pay. Freedom calls me anyway. A lover cried, you'll die this way. Dying free is how I pray. I've lost some nights, I've lost my kin, but I won't trade truth for sin. The sheriff says my time is near. The preacher says I'll burn in fear, but I just drink and strum again. My sins are carved in outlaw pen. Regrets a chain, but dreams still shine. Both hang heavy, both are mine. Whiskey dreams and rusty chains, freedom's joy, regrets remains. I ride the line, I pay the toll, but outlaw fire still feeds my soul. If heaven won't forgive my stains, I'll keep my whiskey dreams and rusty chains. The crowd still cheers, though rough I sing. They don't need polish, they need sting. And every tear they drop with me is proof that outlaws meant to be. I don't need suits, I don't need crowns. I die where outlaw truth resounds. My chains may drag my whiskey spill, but I've lived wild, I've had my fill. When my last ride comes tonight, I'll raise my glass, I'll hold it tight. Say freedom costs, regrets the fee, but I'd live no other way than me. Rusty chains can't cage a soul. Whiskey dreams still make me whole. And though my sins the church disdains, I'll die with whiskey born with scars, raised on whiskey, jukebox bars. Never asked for suit or tie, never begged for rules to try. Mama cried, preacher warned, but outlaw blood in me was born. I'd rather burn than live in shame. I live wild, I die the same. He said, boy, slow down, behave, find yourself a life to save. But saving's just a word for change, and I was raised on outlaw veins. I fought the law, I fought the crowd, I've sung my truth too raw, too loud. But every scar is proof of me. I live wild, I'll die free. Permissions chains, approvals lies. I only kneel where freedom flies. Live wild, die free. That's the outlaw creed in me. No crown, no chain, no lawman's plea. I live wild, I die free. If the world don't like my song, I'll still sing it loud and strong. I'll live wild, I'll die free. Died free. So carve it deep on stone or wood. He lived as every outlaw should. Don't paint me sane, don't dress me tame. Remember me by outlaw flame. And when the highway hums my song, let strangers sing my creed along. No suits, no crowns, no chains on me. I live wild, I died free.